Imagine waking up every month knowing exactly how to handle the pain that used to control your day. No more surprises, no more suffering in silence. What if period pain could become manageable, even almost easy? Today, I'm sharing the game, changing hacks every girl needs to take back control and live comfortably through her cycle. Let's be real for a second. Period pain is no joke. And if you've ever had to smile through the cramps, pretend you're fine while your uterus is doing backflips, or sit through a meeting like you're not dying inside, sis, you know exactly what I'm talking about. But here's the thing, pain is not something you have to accept silently. You don't need to suffer in the shadows. We've been told to toughen up, to act like it's no big deal. But let me tell you this, you can be strong and still seek relief. Strength doesn't mean silence, so let's talk hacks, not the kind you find in a cute Pinterest post. I'm talking about real, practical, tried, and tested ways to beat period pain like the queen you are. First, heat is your best friend, that hot water bottle. It's not just a grandma trick, it's science. Applying heat to your lower abdomen relaxes the muscles of your uterus, and suddenly those cramps don't feel like they're trying to rip you in half. And if you don't have a hot water bottle, improvise warm towel, heating pad, even a hot shower, whatever gets you that comfort. Now let's talk movement. I know, the last thing you want to do is get up. But gentle movement, I'm not saying go run. A marathon can work wonders. A slow walk, a light stretch, some yoga. It gets your blood flowing, reduces inflammation, and reminds your body, we're not going to stay stuck in pain. Don't underestimate what you put inside your body either. Sugar and caffeine might feel like comfort, but they could be turning your cramps up a notch. Try magnesium. Rich foods instead. Think bananas, spinach, dark chocolate. Yes, that one stays. Drink water like it's your secret weapon, because it is. Hydration reduces bloating and helps keep things flowing smoothly. And ginger tea, oh, it's magical, anti-inflammatory, soothing, and warm, the holy grail. Another hack, track your cycle. Pain isn't random. If you know when it's coming, you can prepare. You can schedule lighter days, carry supplies, stock up on snacks, and most importantly, give yourself permission to rest. You wouldn't wait for a storm to hit before you close your windows. Period pain is no different. Oh, and let's clear something up. Painkillers are not the enemy. If your pain is keeping you from functioning, you're allowed to take relief. There's strength in knowing when to say, I need help with this. Whether it's ibuprofen, mefenamic acid, or whatever works for your body, don't guilt, trip yourself. This is not weakness, this is management. And sis, please don't ignore your body when it's screaming. If your pain is unbearable, long, lasting, or feels like it's taking over your life, it's time to talk to a doctor. It could be endometriosis, PCOS, or something else that deserves attention, not dismissal. Normalize seeking medical answers. Advocate for your body. Your period is part of your power, not your punishment. It's a rhythm of your femininity, not a flaw to be fixed. But pain doesn't make you any less worthy of comfort. You don't have to act tough every single time. You just have to be smart, be kind to yourself, and stay in tune with your body. You deserve ease. You deserve care. You deserve to show up in the world not in pain, not pretending, but in peace. ChatGPT said, let's be real for a second. Period pain is no joke. And if you've ever had to smile through the cramps, pretend you're fine while your uterus is doing backflips, or sit through a meeting like you're not dying inside, you know exactly what I'm talking about. We've been taught to normalize the suffering, to push through, to pretend it doesn't hurt that bad, because every woman goes through it. But that doesn't mean every woman should suffer in silence. Your pain is valid. And you don't need to grit your teeth and bear it every month like it's some twisted rite of passage. No more. We're not about to keep glorifying endurance when we could be embracing solutions. You see, period pain isn't just physical. It affects your mood, your energy, your productivity, and even your confidence. One moment you're in control, and the next you feel like your body's betraying you. That tug in your lower belly, the nausea, the bloating, the back pain, it's a full-blown storm. And the worst part, most of us are expected to go about our day like everything's fine. But here's the truth: being a woman doesn't mean being in pain. And the more we talk about this, the more we normalize seeking help, the closer we get to breaking this harmful cycle of silence. Let's flip the script. Let's stop treating period pain like it's this thing we just have to deal with. Instead, let's treat it like something we can manage, something we can prepare for. The first step is listening to your body. It speaks in subtle ways. Sometimes it whispers that your flow is coming by making you extra tired, moody, or bloated. Sometimes it screams with cramps that leave you curled up and angry. Either way, it's talking to you. And when you start paying attention, everything starts to change. One of the most powerful hacks is preparation. Period pain doesn't come out of nowhere. Most cycles have a rhythm. When you know your cycle, you can plan around it. You can pack your heat pad in advance, cancel unnecessary plans, or even stock up on foods that help. And when it comes to food, what you eat the week before your period can either ease the pain or make it worse. Ditching salty junk, excess sugar, and too much caffeine might not sound fun, but your uterus will thank you for it. Replace them with anti-inflammatory foods, magnesia, rich greens, and warm teas. These small shifts create big changes. Don't sleep on heat therapy either. That warmth on your belly isn't just comforting, it relaxes the muscles that are literally cramping. A hot water bottle, a heating pad, even a warm bath, these are tools, not luxuries. Then there's movement. I get it, moving when you're in pain sounds ridiculous. But light walking, stretching, or gentle yoga isn't about sweating, it's about circulation. It's about giving your body space to release the tension. It's one of the most overlooked but effective remedies for pain. And can we talk about pain relief without shame? If you had a migraine, would you wait for it to pass or would you treat it? So why do we treat menstrual pain like it doesn't deserve the same urgency? Over-the-counter painkillers exist for a reason. They're not signs of weakness. They're tools for reclaiming your day. Of course, use them wisely and with guidance, but use them proudly if they help you function. Your comfort should never be an afterthought. And then there's the emotional weight. Periods can mess with your head. You might feel sad, anxious, overwhelmed, all while bleeding and cramping. Be gentle with yourself. Don't expect perfection. Don't expect yourself to perform at 100% when your body is running at 60%. Self-care during this time isn't indulgence, it's survival. Set boundaries. Say no when you need to. Create space for rest and recovery because your body is doing real work. You're not lazy, you're healing. ChatGPT said, heat is your best friend when it comes to period pain. It's one of the oldest and most effective hacks, and it works because it helps relax the muscles in your uterus that are causing those painful cramps. When your lower abdomen is cramping and twisting in discomfort, applying heat sends a signal to those muscles to calm down. Whether it's a hot water bottle, a heating pad, a warm compress, or even just taking a long hot shower, the effect is almost instant. It's soothing, it's grounding, and sometimes it's the only thing that keeps you from doubling over. And the beauty is, you don't need anything fancy. Sometimes even filling a plastic bottle with warm water and wrapping it in a towel can do the trick. It's not about the gadget, it's about the relief. Another underrated way to reduce period pain is to work with your body instead of fighting against it. Most of the time when we're in pain, our first reaction is to tense up, curl into a ball, and freeze. And while that's understandable, it often makes things worse. Gentle movement can be surprisingly effective. No, this doesn't mean hitting the gym or going on a 5-mile run. It means slow, intentional motion. Stretching your legs, doing some light yoga, or even just taking a walk around your room can improve blood flow and help reduce inflammation. Blood flow is key because when your body is stagnant, cramps tend to worsen. But when you increase circulation, the pain begins to fade. You're not pushing yourself, you're partnering with your body to ease the pressure. Diet plays a huge role too. It's not just about what you eat during your period, but also what you eat leading up to it. Inflammatory foods like processed snacks, sugary treats, and excessive caffeine can make your symptoms worse. That slice of cake might feel like comfort in the moment, but it could be setting you up for a rougher ride later. On the flip side, magnesium. Rich foods like bananas, dark leafy greens, and even dark chocolate can help ease cramps. Hydration also matters. Drinking plenty of water helps reduce bloating, which is a major contributor to discomfort during your period. Ginger and chamomile teas are known for their anti-inflammatory and antispasmodic properties. They don't just warm your insides, they calm them. It's a small ritual that makes a big difference. Supplements can also offer support. Magnesium, vitamin B6, and omega-3 fatty acids have all been shown to help with menstrual discomfort, but always consult a health professional before starting anything new. Every body is different, and what works wonders for one person might not be the right match for another. Listening to your body is always the priority. Your body speaks in signals, and pain is one of them. It's not trying to ruin your day, it's asking for support. Now let's talk tech. Tracking apps are one of the smartest tools you can have in your self-care arsenal. They don't just tell you when your next period is due. They help you notice patterns, track symptoms, and prepare in advance. When you know your cycle, you're not caught off guard. You can plan your schedule, your rest days, and even your meals around it. And when you're aware of how your body shifts through each phase, you feel less at war with yourself. And of course, pain management is not one size fits all. Over-the-counter medications like ibuprofen can be extremely helpful, especially when taken early before the pain becomes unbearable. It's not about masking the problem, it's about giving yourself a break. You're not weak for needing help. You're wise for using what's available to feel your best. There's no prize for suffering in silence. Relief is not a reward, it's your right. Most importantly, listen to your pain. If it's intense, if it's interrupting